My teacher says I'm very good in logical thinking and I can be a good programmer. That's good. So why don't you join coding classes? That's not required. I'm very clear with the concepts of programming. She will be teaching us the most popular language in next period. Computer languages. To communicate with the computers, we need some special languages which are called computer languages or programming languages. A computer language is the medium by which instructions are transmitted to the computer to perform a specific task. It is a set of words, symbols, and codes that the computer can understand. It is used to write computer programs. A computer program is a set of instructions written in a programming language. The process of writing a program is called programming. People who write the programs are called programmers. There are a number of programming languages worldwide. Some languages were developed for specific computers. Others were developed for specific uses such as scientific or business applications. Computer languages are classified into two major categories. Computer languages, low-level language, machine language, 1GL, assembly language, 2GL, high-level language, third-generation language, 3GL, fourth-generation language, 4GL, natural language, 5GL, low-level language, LLL. A low-level language is a programming language that is machine-dependent. A program written in machine-dependent language runs only on one particular type of computer. There are two categories of low-level languages. Machine language. Machine language is the only language understood by the computer. It is also known as the first-generation language, 1GL. Machine language is very difficult for programmers to use because it only consists of two digits, 0 and 1, called binary digits or bits, where the bit 0 represents the off state and the bit 1 represents the on state. Assembly language. Assembly language is also known as second-generation language, 2GL. It is the language in which program codes are written in the form of alphanumeric symbols called mnemonics instead of 0 and 1. In the assembly language, a programmer writes abbreviations such as A for addition, C for compare, L for load, and M for multiply. Because of this feature, it is also known as symbolic language. High-level language, HLL. High-level language is a programming language that enables a programmer to write programs that are machine-independent. This type of languages are considered as high-level languages because they are closer to human languages and away from machine languages. The main advantages of high-level languages over low-level languages is that they are easier to read, write, and maintain. Let's discuss about some high-level languages. Third-generation languages, 3GL. In third-generation languages, 3GL, the programmer writes a series of English-like words that tell the computer what to accomplish and how to do. Many third-generation languages also use arithmetic operators such as star for multiplication and plus for addition. Some early procedural 3GL are BASIC, Pascal, C, and Fortran. Some other advanced object-oriented 3GL are C++, Java, and C#. Fourth-generation language, 4GL. The fourth-generation languages also use English-like statements. They specify what the program should accomplish without explaining how. A 4GL is fast and requires less time and effort on the part of the programmer. In fact, 4GLs are so easy to use and programmers with very little programming background can develop programs. Examples of 4GL are SQL, Perl, Python, etc. Natural languages, 5GL. The fifth-generation languages, also known as natural languages, are the programming languages that have visual tools to develop a program. Examples of fifth-generation language include Mercury, OPS5, and Prolog. Natural language is very easy to use. Natural languages are often associated with expert system and artificial intelligence. Advantages of high-level languages. High-level language is user-friendly and easier to maintain. High-level language is similar to the English language with vocabulary of words and symbols. Therefore, it is easier to run. High-level language requires less time to write a program. High-level language is problem-oriented rather than machine-based. High-level language is machine-independent. Disadvantages of high-level languages. A high-level language has to be translated into the machine language by a translator, and thus it wastes a lot of the computer time. The object code generated by a translator might be inefficient as compared to an equivalent assembly language program.